You've got big dreams and a fire inside you. You crave success, freedom, and the kind of life you've always imagined. But here's the catch. You're lazy. You already know what you should be doing, yet somehow you don't do it. And every time you put it off, that guilt creeps in, reminding you that you're capable of so much more. Day by day, that guilt grows heavier until it turns into quiet acceptance. Then another new year arrives. Same dreams, same resolutions. You start strong, full of motivation and confidence, but soon enough, procrastination sneaks back in, like that one friend who always shows up uninvited. Before long, laziness becomes routine, and you start believing that's just who you are. So how do you actually break this cycle? How do you stop procrastinating for good? The internet is full of advice. Delete social media, block distractions, go no phone. And while those things might help for a while, they don't fix the real problem, because the true cause of procrastination can be summed up in one word: inertia. In physics, inertia means that things at rest stay at rest, and things in motion stay in motion, unless something pushes them. It's Newton's first law of motion, and funny enough, it applies just as much to people as it does to objects. Starting anything, no matter how small, takes energy, that first push to get moving. And that's exactly where we get stuck. We imagine the first step to be huge, heavy, impossible, so we never start. Instead, we distract ourselves with easy dopamine hits, scrolling, watching, anything but doing. To overcome procrastination, we have to overcome inertia. And there are two simple ways to do that. First, make starting ridiculously easy. Lower the bar. If you tell yourself you need to finish a 5,000-word essay, that feels impossible. But if you just aim to write 50 words, suddenly, it's not so bad. Small goals take off the pressure and make it effortless to begin. You won't even need discipline, just a tiny push to get going. Second, use the 2-minute rule. When you don't feel like working, tell yourself you'll just do it for 2 minutes and then stop if you want to. Don't feel like cleaning your room? Put on a song and clean until the music stops. What usually happens is, once you start, you just keep going. Because once something's in motion, it stays in motion. Momentum takes over, and suddenly, you are not forcing yourself anymore. Getting started feels like pushing a ball uphill. But once you get it rolling, it's all downhill from there. That's why the first push should always be small and easy. Lower the stakes, take one small step, give yourself 2 minutes. You can use these methods for anything. Hitting the gym, working on your side hustle, or even maintaining relationships. Because progress doesn't come from massive leaps. It comes from small, consistent action. As Martin Luther King once said, you don't have to see the whole staircase and just take the first step.